Hello everyone, so this is going to be how I deconstruct the initial brief into a workable kind of mind map. And the reason I do this is to allow me to explore that brief and really get to the core elements of what does it actually want me to do and how am I actually going to do it. So what we get is we get our student booklet. And our student booklet very often, it outright does contain the different briefs of things that we can do. And so for this one, we're going to be looking at the print-based media, and this year, which is 2020 going into 2021, we've got brief 3. And that is to create 3 print adverts for the launch of a new local radio station. Now, quite often I find that these briefs, if you don't analyse them properly, you can end up missing the point, or you can end up spending a lot of time on the wrong thing and not really focusing on what it's actually asking you to do. So we need to deconstruct this brief and work out all the different bits. So 3 print adverts for the launch of a local radio station. So I can copy that and I can come across to this website here that's called MindMap. It's free to use and it's really, really easy. So as you can see, I've got my central part here. Apologies, the laptop's a little bit laggy today because I'm trying to render some videos for you. But I can then paste that in, create 3 print adverts for the launch of a new local radio station. Nice and easy. I can then come back. We know that, and we don't need to go into this. The breadth of the audience will be addressed by targeting different adverts to different age groups. Each advertisement will emphasise the different aspects of the station's programming. Okay, so I think actually what we need to do is we need to take each of these types of audience and we need to break them down first. So I create here a child node, paste that in, I'll create another one. So we've got teenagers and young adults, we've got commuters that are driving to and from work. Actually, I want that next to this one. Apologies for the laptop a bit slow. And then people over retirement age. Okay, so at the moment you can see it's not really rocket science here, and it probably doesn't look like I'm doing much, but I am exploring it in much more detail. So what I'm going to do, for example, it says here, each advertisement will emphasise a different aspect of the station's programming and the personalities of the presenters involved. So I'm going to add a little child node to each of these. I'm going to put the same thing on each one, because what that's telling me is that I need to think about the programming, the presenter and the personalities for 3 different shows. Now, if I were just looking at this brief, I might not have picked up on that. I might have tried to advertise the same radio show to 3 different audiences without really realising that each advert is actually a different aspect of the station's programming. In other words, we've got the 7 till 9 PM slot, we've got the 8 till 9 in the morning and the 4 till 5 in the afternoon slot. And then we've also got during the day. So these are different time slots with different presenters, and each advert is going to give me a different one. So now we come across to the minimum requirements, and it's the same thing. We need to sort of take these key parts. So we need an original logo. So this is your simple media language. A narrative situation in the dominant image for each advert, featuring at least 1 character. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm not adding anything to this yet. I'm just breaking it down into different sections and areas. So once you've done that, you'll have a very full looking mind map, and you will have deconstructed the brief. And that will take you on to part 2. So click on to the next video in the playlist to see what you do once you've got this set up and ready to go.